Hey there, Nate here with the Volunteer Tech Vlog on the Live Sound 101 YouTube channel. And we got a windy day right now. There's wind like blowing tractor trailer trucks all over the road here, swerving lanes. I had to get in front of them tractor trailer trucks, which are way back there in the rear view now. So that's a good thing, because there's some strong gusts happening. But anyway, I wanted to do a little vlog video about the iMac saga that continues. So I had uploaded a series of 4 videos about a do-it-yourself job that I tried to do on the hard drive of my late 2009 27-inch iMac. And finally the iMac is working again, so I wanted to do a little follow-up video, just kind of what happened there, and just in case anybody else has it. So in late 2009, Apple came out with the first ever 27-inch version of the iMac. So they had, 21-inch version before that. I don't know the exact sizes off the top of my head, but I can tell you that late 2009 was the first ever 27-inch version. And I got the very first batch. The model number is the iMac, I think it's 10,1 or .1 or whatever. So it was like of the very first. Now, here's a little history about what happened. So the original hard drive failed. You can go back and watch these videos if you want like ridiculous amounts of detail about what I tried to do here. So the original hard drive failed. I took it to the Genius Bar. The Apple Store, the genius at the Apple Store, it's just funny saying that, the genius. He confirmed that it was indeed a hard drive failure. And rather than pay him a big markup to put in a 1 terabyte drive, I said, you know what? Why don't I try to buy my own aftermarket drive? I'll go on OWC, Other World Computing. I'll buy an aftermarket drive that they confirm works. I'll purchase that drive as cheap as I can, and I'll put it in myself. Well, it seemed like pretty sound logic, because it's just a hard drive swap. It's not like rocket science, right? So, I purchased a 4 terabyte drive because I want to simplify my workflow and have more files stored locally if possible, where I don't have to go to external boxes. So I said, 4 terabyte sounds good. I can even partition it into a 2 terabyte for Snow Leopard if I want to keep working in some of my old programs that aren't supported under Mavericks, Yosemite, or El Cap. And then I could have a 2 terabyte partition to keep up to date with whatever the latest and greatest is. So that was kind of my thinking for getting the 4 terabyte Toshiba that was recommended by OWC. And man, you can watch my videos. I ran into all kinds of problems. Could not format the drive. The drive was, even after I formatted the drive externally, it was not recognized on the SATA bus, but I could boot externally through a StarTech USB 3.0 to SATA docking station. Just ran into all kinds of problems getting that drive to be recognized on the SATA bus. Internally, that is to say. And finally, after many hours of troubleshooting and phoning my friends and getting feedback from people, I said, you know what? I gotta take this to somebody who's smarter than me and just say, here's what I got. It's supposed to work. What am I doing wrong? Fix it. So I did a Google search for computer repair shops, and I came back with eMotion Computers out of Holliston, Massachusetts. So I took it down to Nate at eMotion Computers, and he kept it for a few weeks. It stumped him for a while too. He looked at it for a few weeks and basically confirmed everything that I confirmed, that it should work. The website says it should work. We're doing everything right. Why isn't it working? And what he did was he took the drive out, which so let me back up just 1 minute. Just before I took it to the computer guy, Nate at eMotion, I decided I need some help troubleshooting, because I had been using this external dock, and things were going fine. I had a Snow Leopard partition and a Yosemite partition. I was working fine for a few weeks. And then I updated one of the partitions. And after I updated Yosemite to the latest and greatest Yosemite, I tried to log back in and boot to Snow Leopard, and I could no longer do it. So there are weird things that happen when you try to partition drives and boot externally and run two different types of versions of OS on the same drive. Now maybe all you hardcore computer geeks out there know this. I did not know this. I thought this was common practice. But really my first foray into partitioning drives and creating different operating systems on a shared drive in different partitions, essentially. So yeah, so I thought things were going pretty good for a while. Wow, it is just like crazy windy. I don't know if you're picking this up. There's just like junk and leaves and stuff blowing all over the highway right now. So I booted it up fine for a few weeks, and all of a sudden it wouldn't work after an update, and it just got some really weird stuff was happening. Like, for example, I would be able to boot into Yosemite just fine, and then one time I tried to like go back and boot into Snow Leopard and like run an update or something, and the Snow Leopard mouse wouldn't be responsive. It would move on the screen, but it would not recognize my clicks immediately. It would like wait, and then all of a sudden after like 25 minutes, then the computer on the Snow Leopard partition would start to recognize my mouse clicks. So I said, oh, this is a little weird. Like, let me just get back into Yosemite. I would try to go back into Yosemite, and that worked for a while, and then like a couple more power cycles, and then I couldn't get into Yosemite at all anymore. But I could get into Snow Leopard, except I had that funny mouse thing, so the computer really wasn't useful, because I'd have to sit around and wait for the mouse to maybe work, and it was not booting properly. I had to really monkey with it to get the thing to boot externally, so I didn't know exactly what the deal was, if it was like a Snow Leopard thing or a partition thing. Anyway, it was doing some really funny things, so I took it to the computer shop, and they confirmed that it was, the drive was functioning. They took the drive out, that 4 terabyte with 2 partitions on it. They took that out and put it in another Mac, and it worked fine in that other Mac. Then they took another drive and popped it into my quote bad Mac, and it worked fine. So it was weird. It was like my drive worked and my computer worked, but the combination of the drive and the computer caused issues. So funny thing is, if you go to OWC, Other World Computing, and look up that late 2009 iMac, and you look for a 4 terabyte Toshiba hard drive, the part number that they had on their website, they no longer have. They've changed the part number. So apparently I wasn't the only one to have issues with it. I called them up and told them, hey guys, you guys recommend this drive. I went out and bought it, and I'm having issues. And like I said, I talked to Andy from OWC, and he told me that I wasn't the first person to call back and say that. So they had a few reports from various people about issues with that particular drive with that particular Mac. So anyway, now if you try to go look that up. So now I got this 4 terabyte drive, which can't go internally, that I still gotta keep my data on somehow. I got a 1 terabyte internal drive. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, but I just gotta figure out my workflow, where I'm gonna store my large media files for video editing and audio editing. So anyway, that's just a little recap of kind of where I'm at with the saga. But big thanks to Nate at eMotion Computers. He did stick with it and help me out, and I've got a new V-Sync cable in there because I mangled the other one all up, and we got a new Western Digital 1 terabyte drive, which has a 5-year warranty on it. So we got that in there, so the machine is functioning again. I decided to just run Mavericks, not do any crazy partitioning, because ain't nobody got time to deal with that. So anyway, just wanted to do a recap video of the iMac and the continued saga of the hard drive. If you're thinking about replacing it and you got a late 2009 iMac, definitely go with the 1 terabyte Western Digital, or whatever yours came with. Go with whatever it came with out of the box. Don't try to change up the drive.